Dr. Kemi Health. I'm Dr. Kemi Olunloyo, Nigerian media health and PR consultant. It's Tuesday, the 28th of October, 2025. Let's talk about the NDLEA raid that happened on Saturday, the 25th of October, 2025. The NDLEA is the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency for Nigeria, just like the DEA is the Drug Enforcement Agency for United States of America. They are in charge of raiding places where they think drugs are being stored, used, or abused, or trafficked. For the past 31 months, I have been a volunteer with the agency. I reached out to them in February of 2022 because I saw the enormous dangers in the increase of drug use among young people in Nigeria. This is something I've constantly fought all my life. Everybody remembers the United States. It's on my pinned tweet. If you go to X at Dr. Kemi of Nigeria, it's pinned up there. All the work I did in the United States in the 90s, in my 30s, winning awards and all that stuff. I was just doing my thing in the community schools and workplaces. And President Clinton, Governor Glendening, County Executive Rupersberger, Congress, Senate, they all noticed. Okay, and I got a free green card, and the rest is history. At the end of the day, we must all be part of solving these drug abuse problems because it's getting worse. And now, with the age of social media, a lot of celebrities are using drugs and they're influencing younger people. So let's talk about this raid. Now, what they have now is what they call organized parties. This flyer went out that there's a party on the 25th of October. CB and Friends, Superstar Saturday, W Fargo Live, Proxy Lagos. Everything was on this poster. And this flyer went out. The person sitting in this picture, I have no idea who they are, but that person is holding a balloon. Okay? And these balloons, okay, normally when you're going to inflate a balloon, they use helium. What is in this balloon is nitrous oxide, laughing gas. We've done a show on the NDLEA Spaces before about this. This laughing gas stuff is extremely dangerous. This one will suck out oxygen from your brain. It'll distort your brain so much. People have died from laughing gas. Please Google it. Nitrous oxide. It's also called laughing gas. In the old days, dentists will give a little bit of it to put you to sleep so they can extract your teeth. Times have changed. Now it's a recreational drug. Okay, the NDLEA, under the chairmanship of Buba Marwa, the former general and governor of Lagos State, has done a tremendous job at curbing things like this. Ironically, I was going to troll the NDLEA today about the tweet I made to them 3 years ago, asking them to raid the whole entire island and come and see drugs. I'll show you that tweet at the end of this video. In any case, all right, your celebrities are using drugs. We've done shows about celebrities and influencing drugs. Now, you see these canisters here? I took this photograph in Ghana because you guys remember in 2023, when I went to Ghana, I'd already left Nigeria, but I went to Ghana to celebrate my birthday. You guys remember I was staying at an Airbnb, and right next to that Airbnb, it was in a nice, beautiful estate, okay? There were people who actually lived there and were rich. Right next to it, a very famous football player in the Black Stars was actually living there. I'm not going to mention his name or anything. But one night, they had one party next door, and they were girls. You know what I mean? Like video-looking girls, cleavage, BBL. A lot of people came to that party. Aside from the fact they made their little noise, it didn't really bother me because my room was on the other side of my own building. This is what was, used that night. As in, when the cleaning lady came to clean the apartment, okay? That entire estate was owned by one person, and they used one of their houses as Airbnb, which I was staying in. But the same cleaning lady that cleans my own went next door, and she had this lined up outside the door. So I said, "Oh, hi, are you cleaning? When are you coming to clean me?" I wasn't going to ask her about cleaning. I was trying to see what was in that apartment because they were all gone. Apparently, they rented it for the night. So apparently, I saw a lot of alcohol, very expensive alcohol left behind, and these canisters got my attention. Nitrous oxide was done at that party. You see the empty canisters? Okay, I'll show you a video at the end how it's very rampant in Ghana, and I made sure I told the health minister this. The government has since changed, but it's a problem. Okay? Now, celebrities. This is Davido doing laughing gas balloon in a club in Nigeria. Look at that. Imagine if that raid had someone like Davido in there. No amount of money is going to free you for bail at the NDLEA. Some big celebrities were arrested at that one club on Saturday, but this is another one that I showed you some years ago. All right? When people start mentioning Davido's name affiliated with these kinds of stuff, remember the female celebrity mentioned it that, I don't have to do this. Davido uses it. This is what influencing causes, okay? Now, this guy is in Ghana. He posted this clearly, and it was a video. I'll show you that video at the end. Laughing gas balloon nights, organized parties. You know, in America, they have crime. Crime is everywhere, but you know, they have crime and organized crime. I'm just trying to tell you, parties and organized drug parties, balloon nights. This is like going commercial now with champagne. So they're going to drink alcohol and they're going to inhale laughing gas and then they'll die. Not everybody survives this kind of nonsense. Okay. In Takoradi, they call it Tadi. This is a Ghanaian guy. He posted the video. I want you to see. Talk to your children. And there's Mobad. I'm the only one that actually has this photo. It might be out there now. But remember, I once showed this. This is Mobad and Prime Boy. And I don't know whether they were at their party. It looks like they're in their home. That's the balloons there. Okay? That's what he was doing. Whenever you use drugs, when drugs enters your life, it's over. Where's Mobad now? Can somebody tell me? He was doing balloons openly and they're taking photos. And talking about Mobad, may his soul rest in peace. They still haven't buried him. Look at this. This was the day after the Marlian house raid, where they arrested a lot of people in the Marlian house. Now, Marley was not there. He traveled abroad. You all know the story. February of 2022. They seized a lot of drugs in that drug party. That's what they were all doing. Mobad and Wumi, got away. You saw Wumi trying to hit an NDLEA agent. And then they came back the next day and they said if anything happens to them, blame Naira Marley and Marliam. Remember that whole nonsense? It was a drug party in there. The room was filled with people using drugs and they found more drugs in the car, no license plate, all these things. And this is one of the reasons why I told the NDLEA I'm coming to join you and be a stakeholder there. And the rest is history. It's now 31 months. That's 3 years that I've been doing this. I went on Cool FM the very next day. Manny called me and I went on his morning show, okay? And Mahogany and Manny interviewed me about the Marlian house raid and stuff. What I'm doing this for is I want you to know, okay, that this stuff is dangerous. Talk to your children about helium and nitrous oxide balloon. It's not a joke, okay? This is when the canisters are empty. It's not a joke. So kudos to the NDLEA on the raid that I asked you to do 3 years ago. Like I said, I was going to troll you guys over there. I'll show you that tweet now. And they finally got to the island and more is coming. Now, all of you writing this nonsense that the NDLEA is going to start asking money and bribes from club owners so they can enjoy their dirty December. No, they don't operate like that. The NDLEA acts on intelligence. I mean, we want you to have fun at the clubs, but no drugs and substances that are banned that can harm people, okay? Because Nigeria does not, okay, make several of these drugs you claim you're using for recreation. They're not legal. So know the law. If you're coming for Dirty December, Canadian, Nigerians, don't bring weed into Nigeria. They'll arrest you at the airport. It's legal in Canada, but it's not legal in Nigeria. Parents, talk to your kids because not everybody survives nitrous oxide. Don't let your kids die. Okay, that's my advice, Dr. Kemi. Okay, retired journalist, pharmacist, and PR specialist.
Yo, You be.
Bro.
I fill up your own give. If you be Rasta, I light up your own give.
Light up, bro.
Me too, I dey feel my.
Blow up.
And you remember Cyril of NK City Tardy, you know, this is Lavin Gas, aka Balu. We first not call her Diago, but you say, I did be ship.
She's there inside.
And tonight, I did dash each box we had there inside 30 pieces. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I did dash. I don't go tell you. But if you buy some, I will dash you some. Then I get Shisha pen too. Tonight, NK City Tardy, we just go to laugh. They enjoy music.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Then when they pop champagne, this hey, tonight money go flow.
Allah.